Okay, so let's move to our today practice session. Do anyone has a question? You may ask, otherwise we can start our practice. Okay, we were doing practice from this MOOC, so we will continue. These are the highlighted topics which we covered. In the last class, we were talking about plant topic, and let's move to the next topic. Okay, we usually select certain topics which we find difficult to answer due to not having ideas or words. So I think staying at home is very easy topic. Same is the case for morning routine. Keys. Okay, let's talk about outdoor space and start. This is a new topic for us, and we haven't practiced it. Who would like to answer first? Or would you like to? If you would like to answer first for this part one, you can raise your hand. And if you want to be my examiner first, it is are also okay. Okay. Anyone who would like to answer this question? I hope so. My screen is visible. If you don't want to answer first,
First, do you want to travel outer space? This question.
uh, our part one topic is outer space and stars. I would like to ask the questions for part one. If you are willing to answer first, then it is okay. If you want to ask first for me, it is also okay.
I think let's start from your side.
Alright, then answers are also available in this question, so I will open one by one question. So you can start from the first question. Okay, sir, you can ask questions.
Okay. Do you like science?
No. Today topic is outer space and stars. Science topic we already covered in last week.
Okay, ma'am. Do you want to travel in outer space?
Yes, I have fascination towards space, and in the future, if I will get a chance, I will definitely travel to outer space. Okay, let me open the next question. Okay, I am opening all the question, and I will not see the answer. You can ask one by one.
Okay. Um, what would you do if you had the opportunity?
I will definitely avail it because I want to be among stars and want to see how big all these stars are in the space because we're watching them from a very from a large distance, so from a long distance, and we can't we just see that they are too small. However, reality is different. So I would like to see them, and I want to explore their life as well as size when I will be in their space. So that is the reason I will not leave this opportunity.
Okay. Do you think it is necessary to see other planets?
I don't think so. It is essential because there is no existence of life on other. planets, so it is not the worth investment of time to go there and explore all those planets such as Mars, Mercury.
Okay, ma'am, one question I ask from my side. Do you like space travel will be common in future?
Do you like space travel?
Will be common in future, in the future?
Um, Based on my current observation, one is the SpaceX company which initiated their travel to space by launching some rockets. This is not a near future trend, but in the long term, many people would like to travel in the space when they have different modes available to go there.
Okay. Have you ever watched a movie about space?
I didn't, I never get a chance to watch any movie related to space because I'm not the person who is keen in watching movies. So that is the reason I think. But I would like to search about different movies which are available related to space and can spark my interest more in exploration.
Would you like to be a space scientist?
And to be honest, I don't have any interest to become a scientist in space field because my field which fascinates me is computer science, and I would like to explore more on computer science rather than going into the domain of space exploration.
Did you learn about space in your school time?
No, I did not teach any information related to star except the number of planets which have um, inner space. Apart from that, I do not know anything about space because I never had been taught to related to any information which lies in the domain of space.
Okay, last question. Do you think government should spend money on space technology?
Do you think? Sorry, can you
I'm audible?
say the
Uh,
question again?
do you, do you think governments should spend money on space technology?
I think certain countries are doing this, and if governments have interest in exploration of space and they want to see if there is a possibility of life in that space, then they can invest money. But if they have other areas which require more investment and have positive outcomes such as technology, I think in that case they need to more invest in technology rather than space.
That's all. Thanks.
Okay, this is thank you for taking my test. Anyone who would like to provide me feedback, so you are also welcome to provide me feedback related to my overall speaking because this topic was totally new for me and I never spoken on it before. You can provide me feedback in terms of
Yeah, ओवरऑल
translation.
ठीक था जी जी ठीक थी नॉलेज भी ठीक था आपका तो मतलब मेरे से काफी ज्यादा बेहतर था तो बाकी ये तो नेचुरल रहता ही है कि थोड़ी सी वो आ जाती है जिस तरह हम रुक जाते हैं और थोड़ी सी इस तरह की वॉइस निकलती है ये तो नेचुरल होती है तो ये नेचुरली थी लेकिन कुछ सम टाइम अगर सेंटेंस नहीं बन रहा होता तो फिर उस वक्त थोड़ा सा पॉज आ जाता है बीच में बाकी ठीक था ओवरऑल
All right. Okay. Anyone else who would like to answer the same part questions? You can raise your hand. I will ask questions for
अस्सलाम वालेकुम
yes. Walaikum assalam.
अच्छा मैम, जस्ट मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि अभी हमारा कौन सा वीक चल रहा है स्पीकिंग का, लाइक हमारे पास ये कोर्स स्टार्ट हुए हुए कितने वीक गुजर चुके हैं?
Uh, which week of the speaking is going on? Are you asking this?
यस, यस।
This will be week 9. Last week was week 8.
Okay, and how many weeks do we have left for this course? Like, how long you will
This
try to?
There are certain resources which I have discussed in the previous classes, but most of the time we are here for practice. So there is not a specific content. Some basic information like how this test is structured and what we need to focus on it, we have discussed in the first class. Apart from that, we also discuss band descriptors like how our exam is marked and what examiners are looking in different bands. We also discuss each module in each week. Like one week we focused on fluency and coherence, and we discussed that topic. Like if we have fillers, how we can remove that, which strategies we can adopt. We also discussed about pronunciation, like we need to bring clarity, intonation, and some other features. We also discuss about different grammatical structures which we need to use because this is also one of the marking criteria. And few weeks ago, when we discussed last marking criteria, which was lexical resource, and after that we started this book. Here we just explore the topics which are not common for all of us. Like space topic was new, we are not habitual of speaking, so we try to get ideas as well as highlight some words which are related to space. So as I will finish this speaking practice, when all participant when all participant will give the answers, and even some of them, then I will move to reading of the answers for part one, and then we will move to the practice of part two and part three. In that way, we can know about the different words because we highlight the different words when we go through the topic, so that we can revise later on and we can enhance our lexical resource. Sometimes we're lacking ideas, sometimes we don't have words to say anything. Like if you want to go to the space, like what you will do. So there are certain words which we are lacking sometime related to certain topics if we have never uh, have any exposure to that topic. So that is the reason we are following nowadays this book.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And when you are guys planning to do your IELTS examination?
I don't know about participants. However, I'm planning to go for within next few weeks. Anyone who would like to,
Yeah.
yes, sir,
Yes, yes.
and when you will take, sir?
I'm also planning to do my IELTS at the end of this month, or maybe in the next first week of next month, maybe, probably, but I'm not sure about that.
All right. Okay, we're doing here for practice. There are other courses which discuss all the modules. You can join this session for speaking part one and part two and part three, and can get feedback from different participants. Anyone who would like to answer part one answers?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay, anyone other?
it's
Okay,
related to
so,
space.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask from Sir Kashif from you. Anyone, okay, I have a question. Anyone other has planned to appear in this exam at the end of this month? Sir Kashif,
End
what
of
is
the
your plan?
June. My planning end of end of June.
I think, sir, your voice is not clear for me. What about
Hello, I am
other?
audible.
Yes, no,
Okay.
you're audible.
At the end of June, I plan. At the end of June, I have planned before August. Whenever my preparation will be
Enough.
full, and I set my target. I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
I am saying my plan is at the end of June. Uh, it may be in July, but before August, I will give I will give my eyes.
All right. Thank you for adding.
Are you guys giving mock test? Like, how many bands are getting in mock test? Like full mock test?
So is your question for me?
Uh, Anyone can answer. Like, are you giving like mock tests, like complete all mock tests, speaking, listening, reading, and what bands are you getting right now? Like, you are
Yes.
going to do your rights by at the end of this month, and I'm sure that you are also giving your mock test. And how many bands are you getting right now?
Yes, I am getting 7 plus, like 7.58 in listening and reading. I'm able to do writing within time. Sometimes I spend few minutes extra on part one, but I would like to come this issue within next few weeks.
Can you share your strategies, like how you are preparing yourself? Like, you're just giving mock test, or you are preparing some from like YouTube videos or any other materials you are following?
Okay, whenever I face any issue in any type of question, I can search about it so I can find solution. I have one book for writing which is good for task one, and I am following that book. For writing task two, I found essay structures on as Advantage website, and I am following those essay structures for each question. And sometimes I also read in the past sample answers to get how writing exam is marked. You need to go through also the marking criteria, and you can join the different courses which are going on. They usually discuss all modules. And if you are facing problem in any part, you can ask, because sometimes there is one module of listening going on, then reading, then writing, then speaking. But usually their speaking module lasts for 1 or 2 weeks. This is the course because you can come here and can do practice, and we can provide feedback based on the marking criteria, like what examiners are looking in speaking, like influency and coherence. If we discuss about in speaking module, we need to speak fluently without having long pauses, self hesitation, self correction. We need to use some linking devices. We need to have coherence in our answer. So these are the marking criteria in under the part of the fluency and coherence. Then there are certain conditions in pronunciation and how we can improve in different areas, and how we can get good bands by following these things. So these are the different things. I would also say try to go through the marking criteria of writing as well. And for listening and reading, this is objective marking, and we can easily analyze ourselves.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed, that being a Pakistani, we can write good English, we can also hear good English, but in speaking, we are lacking something. Apart from these sessions, what is the one thing that you suggest, that what is the best way to practice English, like apart from these online sessions?
I answer sometimes record using through one application, like I record my mock test and then analyze, like because you can easily spot your syllabus. If you have, you can even go through either your sentence are grammatically correct or not. You can find out how your speech is clear. But if you are coming in this session, this is already recorded, and you can listen back to this recording, and then you can understand in which areas you can improve. Some people say ChatGPT AI tool is not reliable, but I also tried it.
Are you using ChatGPT for speaking test,
I
like their
use
voice version?
I use sometime to analyze my score, to get just rough idea how much score I can get. Because one person whom I know personally, that person said I was getting 6.5 to 7 while practicing with ChatGPT, and that person got 7 in field exam. So I was just getting rough idea how much score we can get. Some people say it is good, but other people say it is not reliable because it converts your voice to messages. I don't know. Different people have different opinion on this, so we can't say anything. I was just getting a rough idea how much bands I'm getting, so that's the reason I used.
I think ChatGPT is the best way to learn English. Like you can get a pure feedback. Like if you are getting feedback from a person who is not able to give the proper feedback, like he's unaware of like the English sentences, grammatical mistakes. But the ChatGPT will surely tackle all the issues that you face, like speaking. And in the pro version, you can also like he's also detecting your emotions, like how you're speaking and all these things. So I think that ChatGPT is the best way to practice English, according to me.
I would say, if we compare both human and that AI tool, both have certain benefits as well as disadvantages. Some people say ChatGPT converts your voice to messages, so finding like fillers in terms of sentences is not good. But in my that in that case, we can say that it is not a good. But for finding grammatical errors, you're right, it can easily spot sure compared to humans. In my opinion, we can use mix of these. Like sometimes we can't spot every single mistake on the spot if you are not have the habitual of spotting the mistakes in terms of grammatical structure. Even if you know that is not the right, we need to look carefully. But in my opinion, humans are good to provide you if your pronunciation is clear or not in terms of fluency and fluency, like you are fluent, like you are not choosing some words. However, we can also analyze our ChatGPT to find some mistakes. Apart, moreover, we can do practice from different person. We can know how much in which areas we need to improve and which weakness area is common while practicing with different persons. So in that way, we can work.
Absolutely, absolutely, you're right. Everyone has their own opinion. But humans are also good, and machines are also good. And in today eras, like ChatGPT is also detecting your emotions, your flow of speech, and in that way, it's a good way. But you are also correct. It's all about everyone's own thoughts.
Anyone has opinion on this discussion, you are welcome to add it. If you have used any tool and you have good
Yes,
benefit.
ma'am. Think, yes, ma'am. I think if you have no one around you to discuss anything about how do we speak English, and if you have no one to correct you, I think machine is good for you. I mean, as I am an introvert, and I think when I want to speak someone and I have no one around me to improve my English and grammar, and I usually talk to Gemini. And I know it gives me approximate marks for I can get a 6.5 or 7 bands, but I think it's good for me. I know that's not accurate, but I can usually it will help me to improve my vocabulary in that case. I mean, till now I get many vocabulary words which helps me to use in my regular speaking. And I think AI is much better than people right now. I mean, I usually if we take the aspect of English, I think Gemini is good. In the view, when I'm writing the articles, I usually use the Gemini or ChatGPT for that, and it didn't get any grammatical mistakes or structure mistakes. Even it helps me to improve my mistakes in that case. So yeah, it needs some improvements maybe, but in my case I didn't get any error in English. So that's why I think for my opinion AI is better than human nowadays for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you're practicing with someone like who don't know about what are the basic English grammar and all these stuffs that are related to English, but the machine does know about all these things. And when we do mistake, it clearly mentions that you are lacking in this section and you need to improve on this section. And for me, AI is also a good companion for me. And I'm practicing with ChatGPT with like for a few days, and I'm literally seeing a big improvement in myself.
Yes, sir. Because the other apps, I have we have to pay the other apps to speak to an other foreigner, another person. So I think it's a free person for us to talk in English, and we can get its feedbacks for free. So I think it's good for us. I mean, I really
Yes, basically,
like that.
these apps are like encouraging you. Like, if you do some mistakes, they are like literally pushing you. Like, don't hesitate. Like all these things combinedly pushing ourselves so much. And I feel that like these apps are literally the game changing for today's era.
Yes, right, sir.
Yeah, I have one question here. They say you don't hesitate, but my question is that how these tools are able to identify that we hesitate, because these like ChatGPT tool listen your voice, but because it's a chat model, so it converts your voice to chat and then analyze. And when it is analyzing, we can say that it is good in judging the mistakes. But what about pronunciation and flavors? Because all the all our answers which are received by the ChatGPT is in the form of chat, not voice. So that is one my concern.
No, ChatGPT is also detecting emotions. Choose ChatGPT 4.0 latest version, and for your assurance, talk in like different emotions and tell him like how I am feeling right now. He will tell you that you are sad, you are happy, and you are excited. Like it's not detecting your emotions.
Is ChatGPT? What do you think? Can ChatGPT detect our flavors?
Yes,
Because
absolutely. ChatGPT is capable to detect emotion. Like it's not only the way like you are saying that we are speaking and it converts our voice into text and send that data back to the model, and it translate that and convert into machine language and give answers back to us. That's not the case. Like that latest version of ChatGPT is not capable to detect your emotions, your flow, your everything. Like you can try that, and once you try that, you will realize that how ChatGPT is improving.
right. Okay. Thank you for adding all of your views. I hope so. It will help us in one way. And keep in mind, sometimes speaking with one person is also sometimes disadvantage, because we feel comfortable with one person and that person become habitual of understanding our conversation. And if we have any pronunciation related issue, it will not be judged by one person if you're doing the practice for a long time. Because when you do practice with different person, and any person who is listening to it first time, he or she might be better to analyze either your speech is clear or not. Because if you are doing the practice with the same person, sometimes we're also biased. So I would say practice with different person, like try to get feedback. Okay, let's end this discussion and move to our practice. Sir Kashif, are you here? Can I start your speaking practice test for part one?
Yes, ma'am. I am
Okay, do you want to travel in outer space?
Yes, I would love to travel to outer space. It will be amazing to see the Earth from from the distance, and just imagine the silence and the view of stars from space, and feels thrilling to me.
Okay.
मैम एक मिनट में जरा कॉल
Okay, someone asked in the chat, I need to share materials. All the materials in the Slack channel are pinned in the channel, and there is a recording sheet where you can find our resources link next to that topic. So everything is shared. Okay, anyone would what would you do if you had the opportunity? What would you do if you had the opportunity?
For me,
Yes, sir. Anyone who would like to
okay,
answer this question?
okay. I try. Uh, if I got the opportunity to go to space, I would definitely take it. Um I would try to observe the stars and planets from a spacecraft, and I would try. Uh, I will try the entire experience through photos and videos. I think uh, I enjoy floating around in zero gravity, uh, just feeling like a part of universe.
Okay, what the word which you use before the gravity?
Zero gravity. Zero gravity means uh, in science, zero gravity. There is no gravity in space.
All right. What was the last time? Do you like to travel by air?
Yes, I like to travel by air. Traveling by air is fast and convenient, especially for long distance. Uh, I have uh, I have many chance to fly, yet I find to experience exciting from takeoff to landing. I hope to travel by air more often in future.
Have you ever learned about outer space and stars?
Can you repeat the question?
Have you ever learned about outer space and stars?
Uh, yes, I learned in my university time because one subject in my graduation was space technology relating to cosmic rays. Uh, at that time, I learned with space and space technology, especially cosmic rays, and due to special theory of relativity, and mm, that's all.
Okay, anyone who would like to provide feedback to Sir Kashif, anything you have noticed? Anyone?
Yes, sir. Actually, you have tried your best, and of course, that's maybe that's a topic new for you. And for me, maybe you could expand it uh, a little more. And yeah, of course, if you don't know about space and the things and organizations about it, you could give that similar answers. Yes, I mean, in my opinion, you're good at it, but for the improvements, I think you should expand your answers and somehow vocabulary. Yes.
Thank
But
you.
I have opposite feedback, ma'am. In my opinion, these answers are okay, and Sir used couple of words like universe, earth, planets, gravity, galaxies. So I think these words are enough. Even if we see they did not use any much words related to space, I think these were okay. Sir pronunciation was like okay, 70 to 80%, but in certain time your words are not clear, so you need to speak clearly, and you can make sure. Okay, anyone who would like to describe this one?
Ma'am, as we heard in movies and of course in news, I think the aliens who lived in other planets, I think they are aliens we call as we are humans in on Earth, and we call the aliens who live on other planets. So I think
All right. I hope so it will be clear. So let's move to our part to practice. Okay, these are the topics we covered. Okay, like to read Salar, it is very easy topic. This is also easy topic. Let's find something. I think phone call is also, we have discussed this topic. Okay, let's talk about this topic. Anyone who would like to speak on this topic? Okay, you may raise hand if you want to speak on it. Anyone can set 1 minute timer. If you want to speak first, I can set 1 minute timer. But if you want to uh, give this cue card to me, you can set 1 minute timer. I can make notes for 1 minute, and after that, I will start speaking. Anyone who will set the 1 minute timer?
Okay, ma'am. I set up. Okay, ma'am. 1 minute is over.
I'm going to talk about a party which was organized by my family when I secured second position in my undergrad degree. In that party, many people were invited, including my friends, family members, as well as relatives, including all the cousins. Many people came in that event from a long distance. So we decided to start this party at 11 a.m. Initially, we cut the cake to celebrate my achievement, and after that, many people provided me gifts, and then we served food to all guests. And we cooked our traditional cuisines such as biryani, chicken, salted chicken, as well as red lentils. These dishes are very common to serve in front of guests when they came in our home for any event. That occasion was very memorable for me because it have lasting impression on me, as I got a chance to socialize with those friends whom I had not met for a long time, and I discussed all other achievements which I got during my undergrad degree, and we shed light how we can improve our education system and why it is unnecessary. I would say this party was very enjoyable for me, and we discussed many things which we were not able to do before for a long time. And we also played some games with my friends. I would say overall it is a memorable experience, and I would have lasting impression on my heart, and I will have cherished memories for this event, and I will like to recall again and again in the future when I will miss this opportunity. How much minute I spoke, and even notice the time because no one asked me to stop, so that is the reason
Ma'am,
I stopped myself.
I noticed at 47 you start and after 147 and uh, and 149 almost start. I think 2 minute less than two. Mother, I 2 minute. I think it is almost
All
2
right.
minutes.
All right, then it is okay because 1 to 2 minutes we need to speak at least 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we have not much time. Can you ask follow-up question? And then you can move to feedback part. How much question are there? Let me see. Okay, you can ask 3 questions if we have time.
Okay.
Then we can move to feedback part. I am opening all the questions. I will not see the answer. You can ask the question. I will open remaining questions.
Okay, I do follow question.
Yes, sir. I have opened the question. You can ask.
Okay. Okay. First question we ask from my side. Do you think parties are important in social life?
Of course, yes, they are a very good way to discuss many things and meet with people. You can expand your social network. Apart from that, these gatherings play a crucial role to meet with like-minded whom you have not met for a long time, because these are the best ways to uh, have an interaction with different kinds of people and can discuss about your personal and professional issues and get guidance from different people.
What would you do if you were disturbed by a neighbor's party?
I would politely say to reduce all the noises which they are creating. And if their sound system has very loud voice, I would also ask them to replace with those which do not disturb. Apart from that, I think they can use sound proof walls, which can help them to reduce the noise levels which are going outside. If they will not obey this, I think I don't have any other chance. I would stay silent, and I would prefer to focus on my activities during the quiet time of the day.
What are the main reasons people have parties in your country?
Okay, sir, are you asking question yourself?
Yes, ma'am. These 2%.
Or
One
can you
question.
say that? Okay, can you
One-
ask question here, because I'm finding your questions are very easy.
okay. Okay. I find here. What is the difference between holding a party at home and in public place?
What is the difference between holding a party?
At home and in public place.
At home, you do not have much space, so you can't make big arrangements and can't invite a lot of people. But if you're arranging the party outside, then you have the chance to order all those foods which you want to serve in front of guests and can have enough space to accommodate a large number of people. Apart from that, you can't cook many of foods in your home if you are organizing the party your own home, because it is not possible for one woman to make all those dishes. And this is not the case if you are booking a restaurant for giving or throwing about party to your friends. So I would say these are the differences, but every place has own benefit as well as drawbacks.
Okay, that's all.
All
Ma'am,
right,
can you
so
give the feedback? Ma'am, must.
Yes, sir, that's great, ma'am. You as the way you speak, that's great. I mean, I genuinely like it, and your vocabulary is good, and as you express your feelings regarding your graduation and regarding how you celebrate your parties at home, that's nice. Yeah, I think that's much better, and that's great. Yeah.
Okay, anyone has suggestions you may give? If anyone is speaking, okay, anyone who would like-
Suggestions, ma'am. I think we should focus on our vocabulary much more, as you could speak, in a fluent way. You have less hesitation than us. I mean, than me. That how I hesitated during speak. That's my first time when I'm talk to someone in English, other than AI. So you have a good grasp on how you talk to someone with less hesitation. So I think that's a good point. But in my way, if you have a good fluency and somehow good vocabulary, and so I think you should focus on more on your vocabulary. And the other things I think we have noticed in our IELTS speaking.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for your feedback. If anyone has suggestions for me, you are also free to give me. So, okay, I have noticed that in this answer, they also describe about things like I have noticed that in this part, I think my screen is stopped. In this answers, we have noticed that there are things the way in which describe. They also describe about foods, fun activities. If you are lacking the idea, we can make different things to the one point so that we can speak for 2 minutes. Like you can say they describe about the feelings and then describe about um, which people were invited and then describe about foods and then they describe about fun activities and then so we can notice that all these if we make if we divide our entire answer into subparts, in that way we can also speak. Like if the part cue card question is like that, we can add like different things, but you need to make sure that your answer should be relevant to the topic. Don't go too much distracted. Don't distract it too much from the original topic. Local dishes to exotic tropical foods. Okay, blew out the candle. So this is the one thing which we can describe about in the context of party, because we blew out the candles, making her feel incredibly special. I enjoyed this party immensely because it was a wonderful blend of laughter. Okay, we can also talk about if we have the music, we have lightings. I think this the thing which I missed. And heartful moments shared with friends, lively ambience combined with the joyful energy of everyone present made it a memorable celebration. We can also say celebration. We can use replace the word for party. Moreover, it reminded me for the importance of cherishing friendships and creating lasting memories together, which made the experience even more meaningful. So we can talk about the atmosphere, lighting system, how even we can, I think this is the point which is not mentioned and even I did not go. We can also talk about the decoration, how we decorated our room, where we were invited our guests. We can also say how we welcome them when they arrive, like we throw the flower on them. So these are the different things, and in that way we can organize our two parts. And if we do not have too much ideas, specifically the main idea how we can bring the relevant things to the table and can have opportunity to speak for 2 minutes. So I think I would say everyone explore the remaining follow-up question for this part by yourself. We will move to the next topic in the next class.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, all right. Do you have any question?
No, I'm not right now.
All right. So then, let's call it a day. This time for next session. Thank you for all those who took my mock test as well as provided your insights and feedback. I hope so. It will not only be helpful for me, but it will also give an idea when you analyze. Speaking of other individuals, you also want to bring those things in your speaking. Allah Hafiz.